Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down for the offense. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs and I want to run my quarterback. But Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slot.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day if you're this quarterback right now. You know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to slide. You've got to try to get out of bounds. You've got to really try to save yourself because this team needs you if they're going to win the game.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The play action fake. Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's caught downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. He'll do it himself. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
Running back goes in motion. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense has got in there trying to pick up some yards. I don't know that there's anything more demoralizing to an offense than the fumble. I know the defense makes plays, but sometimes they just seem so unnecessary or sloppy.
And I think the offensive coordinator now has some decisions to have to make. Oftentimes, Reese, we see running backs fumble, they get benched. Well, this offense, they're not going to bench this guy because of his talent. But how many more times do you trust him to carry the football on design quarterback runs after that fumble?
Here's the handoff. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. On the ground, it's Carroll. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? Didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh center down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
At the 40. First down, Bulldogs. Okay, ready? That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
First down to start the drive after the break. On the move. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Running to the left. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. from the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Movement here from the tight end. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll call for the fair catch here. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw, it's Cook. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll give it to the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tiger!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
The State Bulldogs take over first and 10.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass.
Wide receiver on the carry. Picks up a 6. Brings up third down.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Looking to throw it again. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The Bulldogs are marching down the field. On the option. Now the pitch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. First down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Cook. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory. And he muffs it, a loose football. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Offense getting set for 1st down. He wants to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
On the move and looking deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points beforehand.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you've got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, look out! And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown.
Mississippi State, 7.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got his man. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half, with the score, Missouri, 21, Mississippi State, 7.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Going to the run to start this second half. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with 1 guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Cook. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch called for, but a flag is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Back to pass, it's Cook. Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
To the air on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Got it behind the line. It's Davis. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get louder up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a man. It's Cook. Setting up the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Handoff from the shotgun. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They go to the ground. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulsa. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop it.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. Missouri, 35. Mississippi State, 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Nice move there. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
From the gun to give, looking for room. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Mississippi State, 14.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought This game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he's going to run it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Missouri! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he made the extra point without problem. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Got him downfield. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Going up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
He wants to throw it again. Finds his man. It's Hudson. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Harmon. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. They'll try to get the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Got it past the marker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He fires one deep over the middle. Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Tulsa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Little touch pass to the receiver. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped them in the backfield on 3rd down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Finds a crease at the 20.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. You've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your union.